Welcome, fight fans, to a night that's about to etch itself into the annals of MMA history. Strap in, because we're diving headfirst into an electrifying showdown that pits two of the most dynamic women in the sport against each other. Dakota. Ditcheva versus Sumiko Inaba. This isn't just another fight on the card, it's a full throttle, no-holds-barred clash that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat from the first bell to the final second. Whether you're a lifelong MMA junkie or just tuning in for the spectacle, this is the kind of battle that defines why we love this sport. It's raw, it's intense, and it's as real as it gets. So, grab your drink, turn up the volume, and let's get ready for a fight that's going to leave you buzzing with adrenaline. The arena is alive with energy as the lights dim and the crowd's roar fills the air. You can feel the anticipation, thick and electric, as the fighters prepare to make their walk to the cage. The atmosphere is charged, like the calm before a thunderstorm, and every fan in the building knows they're about to witness something special. In one corner, we have Dakota Ditcheva, a rising phenom who's been turning heads with her blistering speed and surgical precision. She's young, hungry, and carries herself with the kind of confidence that only comes from knowing you're a cut above the rest. Her striking is a work of art, crisp, clean, and devastatingly effective. Ditcheva's got that rare ability to make her opponents look like they're moving in slow motion. And tonight, she's here to prove she's not just a prospect, but a future champion. Opposite her stands Sumiko Inaba, a warrior forged in the fires of tough fights and tougher odds. Inaba's no stranger to the spotlight, and she's built a reputation as one of the grittiest fighters in the game. Her ground game is relentless, her striking is powerful, and her heart is unbreakable. She walks into the cage with a quiet intensity, her eyes locked on the task at hand. Inaba's not here to make friends, she's here to make a statement. The matchup is a classic contrast of styles. Ditcheva's pinpoint accuracy and explosive movement against Inaba's dogged determination and versatile skill set. It's the kind of fight that could go either way, and that unpredictability is what makes it so damn exciting. As the referee calls them to the center of the cage, the tension is almost unbearable. The crowd is on its feet, phones are out, and every eye is glued to the octagon. Ditcheva's stance is low, her hands poised like a boxer ready to unleash a flurry. Inaba, meanwhile, stands tall, her posture radiating confidence and resolve. The instructions are given, the fighters touch gloves, and the bell rings. Here we go. The opening moments are a study in strategy. Ditcheva circles, her footwork fluid and precise, while Inaba presses forward, looking to cut off the cage and impose her will. It's a chess match early on, with both women probing, throwing light jabs and feints to test each other's reactions. The first real exchange sets the tone for what's to come. Ditcheva snaps out a quick 1-2 combination. That catches Inaba clean, the crack of glove on jaw echoing through the arena. But Inaba's toughness is no joke. She absorbs the shots and fires, back with a low kick that lands with a thud on Ditcheva's lead leg. The crowd erupts as the pace picks up, and suddenly, we're in a firefight. Ditcheva's hands are blazing, fast, peppering Inaba with jabs and hooks, each one landing with a precision that's almost surgical. Inaba, though, is undeterred. She ducks under a high kick and shoots for a takedown, wrapping her arms around Ditcheva's waist and driving her toward the cage. The struggle is intense. Ditcheva's defense is solid, her sprawl textbook, but Inaba's persistence is something else. For a moment, it looks like the fight might hit the mat, but Ditcheva breaks free and lands a sharp knee to Inaba's midsection, forcing her to back off. The striking battle that follows is nothing short of spectacular. Ditcheva's combinations are a thing of beauty, flowing like water as she mixes head and body shots to keep Inaba guessing. A straight right catches Inaba flush, followed by a leg kick that makes her wince. But Inaba's not one to wilt under pressure. She counters with a looping left hook that grazes Ditcheva's chin, a reminder that she's dangerous in her own right. The crowd is eating it up, their cheers growing louder with every exchange. This isn't just a fight, it's a showcase of skill, heart, and sheer willpower. Ditcheva's movement is giving Inaba trouble, but Inaba's pressure is starting. To close the distance, making it harder for Ditcheva to operate at range dot, as the first round nears its end, Inaba starts to find her groove. She's using her low kicks to disrupt Ditcheva's rhythm, slowing her footwork and setting up her own. Attacks. A well-timed double jab from Inaba snaps Ditcheva's head back, and the crowd roars as she follows it with a takedown attempt. Ditcheva stuffs it, but the effort costs her, and Inaba capitalizes with a hard body shot that lands with a thud. The bell rings, and both fighters head to their corners, breathing heavily but still laser-focused. The corners are a flurry of activity. Ditcheva's team urging her to keep moving and use her speed. Inaba's coaches telling her to stay aggressive and hunt for the takedown. The fans know round 2 is going to be even wilder. The second round explodes into action right from the start. Ditcheva comes out like a woman possessed, landing a vicious leg kick that echoes through the arena, followed by a straight right that catches Inaba on the button. Inaba stumbles but recovers quickly, firing back with a combination that forces Ditcheva to cover up. The pace is relentless now, with both fighters throwing everything they've got. Inaba's mixing her striking with takedown attempts, trying to keep Ditcheva guessing, while Ditcheva's counter-striking is on point, landing clean shots whenever Inaba gets too aggressive. A spinning back fist from Ditcheva just misses, but the crowd gasps at the audacity of the attempt. Midway through the round, Inaba finally gets the takedown she's been chasing. She catches Ditcheva with a perfectly timed double-legged planting her on the mat with authority. The crowd roars as Inaba works to establish position, looking to rain down ground and pound. Ditcheva's not making it easy. She's active off her back, throwing up a triangle attempt that forces Inaba to adjust. The ground battle is intense, with Inaba trying to maintain control while Ditcheva scrambles to get back to her feet. Just when it looks like Inaba's going to dominate, Ditcheva pulls off a slick sweep, reversing the position and ending up on top. The crowd loses it as Ditcheva starts dropping elbows, forcing Inaba to cover up and defend. The momentum swings are dizzying, and the fans are loving every second of it. Ditcheva's ground and pound is relentless, but Inaba's toughness keeps her in the fight. She manages to buck Ditcheva off and get back to her feet, and the two women trade blows in a wild exchange that has the arena shaking. Inaba lands a big right hand that rocks Ditcheva, and for a moment, it looks like the fight could be over. But Ditcheva's heart is made of iron. She clinches up, lands a knee to the body, and buys herself some time to recover. The final seconds of the round are pure chaos, with both fighters swinging for the fences. The bell rings, and the crowd is deafening, knowing they're witnessing something special. Heading into the final round, it's clear this fight is too close to call. Both fighters are battered, but unbowed, their faces showing the toll of the battle, but their eyes burning with determination. Ditcheva's corner is telling her to stick to her game plan, use her range, keep moving, and pick Inaba apart with her striking. Inaba's team is pushing her to turn this into a brawl, to get inside and make it a gritty, ugly fight. The opening moments of the round are cautious, with both women respecting the other's power. But it doesn't take long for things to heat up. Ditcheva lands a spinning back kick that catches Inaba off guard, drawing a huge reaction from the crowd. Inaba responds with a takedown attempt, but Ditcheva's sprawl is on point, and she counters with a sharp elbow that opens a cut above Inaba's eye. The final minutes are a testament to the heart and skill of both fighters. Inaba's pushing the pace now, walking Ditcheva down and landing heavy shots. Ditcheva's counter-striking is still effective, but the fatigue is starting to show. Inaba senses her moment and goes all in, throwing a flurry of strikes and shooting. For another takedown. Ditcheva defends brilliantly, but the effort is draining her. With less than a minute left, the cage becomes a war zone. Both women are throwing everything they have, each one refusing to give an inch. A huge right hand from Inaba staggers Ditcheva, but she fires back with a combination that snaps Inaba's head back. The crowd is in a frenzy, and the commentators are screaming, barely able to keep up with the action. As the final bell rings, the arena erupts in applause. Ditcheva and Inaba raise their hands, exhausted but proud, knowing they've just put on a show for the ages. They share a moment of respect, a nod to the incredible battle they've just fought. The judge's decision is anyone's guess this. Fight was razor thin, with momentum swinging back and forth like a pendulum. Whether it's a unanimous decision, a split, or even a draw, one thing is undeniable. This was MMA at its absolute finest. Dakota Ditcheva and Sumiko Inaba have left it all in the cage, proving they're among the best in the world. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that play button and immerse yourself in the full fight. Feel every strike, every takedown, every heart-stopping moment as these two warriors go to war. This is Dakota Ditcheva versus Sumiko Inaba, and it's... Both women are swinging for the fences, each one refusing to back down. The crowd is in a frenzy, and the commentators are losing their minds. This is MMA at its finest. As the final bell rings, both fighters raise their hands, knowing they've left everything in the cage. The crowd is on its feet, roaring in appreciation for what they've just witnessed. Ditcheva and Inaba share a moment of respect, acknowledging the battle they've just fought.